The Sunny Side, 12 noon to 3 p.m. Monday to Friday on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
A very good afternoon to you. You're tuned to your number one talk radio station, 92.3 Nigeria Info. And this is a Sunny Side where we have ethical, philosophical, and thought-provoking conversations about the issues shaping our lives and our society. And this is a space where we get to slow things a little bit. We slow down things a bit. And we look beyond the headlines. We ask the deeper questions beyond everyday life. That's what we do right here on the Sunny Side, right here, your number one talk station, 92.3 Nigeria Info. I'm your host for today. My name is Okey Onwugbonu double O, and all afternoon we'll be exploring the bright side of serious conversations. So, wherever you're listening from, settle in, just stay curious and get ready to look at things from a fresh angle. Because on the Sunny Side, we don't just talk. Together, we think. First up on the show, we will start with a question. And that question is one that touches everyone. At some point, it will touch you. So, the question is this. Is it wrong to break rules just to survive? Think about it. Is it wrong to break rules just so you can survive? Are there any situation where doing the wrong thing becomes understandable? You know this thing is wrong, but you understand now, that's how it goes. When life gets really hard, do rules still feel the same? Or because this turns out right, you could say, oh, the end justified the means. We'll take your calls and we'll get your thoughts on that right up until 1 p.m. when we will pause for trending stories, and after that we'll wrap up the discussion. Then from 1:30 p.m. to 2, we'll dive into the world of money and technology, and that will come your way through the FinTech Show. At 2 p.m. we'll bring you the news update, and thereafter all the way down to 3, it will be time for Talking Figures, the show where we'll talk business. And today I'll be joined by management consultant Kennedy Osuji, and we'll be discussing buy now, pay later. Buy now, pay later. That is talking about smart living or financial trap. Is paying small a smart way to cope in today's economy? Or is it a quiet way of tying tomorrow's income before it even arrives? You know, when the salary you're expecting at the end of the month, before it gets to the end of the month, that money already has a name. It's already been spent before it comes, because you have loads and loads of responsibility that this money has been tied to. Some of them you've already made use of them. So that's what line up on the Sunny Side this afternoon. So let's get into it in a bit. Stick with us. My name is Okey Onwugbonu, the double O. Don't touch it. We'll be right back.
Different ideologies,
different perspectives.
Share your views on the Sunny Side.
92.3 Nigeria Info.
Let's talk.
Let's talk.
So let's get started. Welcome to this segment of the show where we're going to talk about this in a question format. And the question is it wrong to break rules just so you can survive? Is it a wrong thing to do, breaking rules just to survive? Let me give you a situation. If a man pays a bribe to get a job so his children can eat, is that man corrupt? Or can we say the man is just being desperate? Look at this other one. If a woman reduces her age on her CV so she won't be pushed out of the job market, is she being dishonest or trying to survive a harsh system? When survival is on the line, do rules still mean the same thing? When you just have to do this to survive, are the rules that we apply, do they still mean the same thing? Every day of our lives, ordinary people face hard choices. Sometimes you just have to pay something small. You go to some offices and you have something you need to do, need a file to be pushed faster. Someone is there between you and that file being pushed. But if you part away with just a little lunch money, no, not bribe, just lunch money. So just hold this one now. I know say economy bias get, I beg, just take this one, buy lunch. If you do that, and that aids your file, makes it move faster, are we going to say you're doing the right or doing the wrong thing? It's just something small now. What if when you lie on your CV? You lie, especially in the part where you have to, they talk about your qualifications. You paint it. It's not like you're lying, no. It's not a white lie completely. You have a part of that job that you have done, but you just embellish it a little, make it very sweet. So anybody that reads it will say, oh, this person is quite qualified for this job because he has done X, Y, Z. But realistically, you have not done it. You only embellished your CV. Okay, let's take this job for instance. You want to do my kind of job. Yes, you may have been on air in XYZ radio station, but you're just probably, a sidekick to the main man on the show. So you just accompany the person, they ask you a question, you answer, or you're just an analyst. And you now write on your CV, I was a presenter from XYZ year to XYZ year on Nigeria Info. And if someone asks, was this guy on Nigeria Info? The answer is yes, he was there. It's not like you lied completely. You just embellished it. So when you do that, are you wrong or you just helped yourself? Okay, what if when you have to run a business, you're running a business, you do not have the full qualifications, the full papers, the full permits, the full registration permits for that business. You didn't do it. Maybe the fees were too high, but you just managed. You cut corners. And you're running your business. You're making ends meet. It's working out for you. What of changing your age? A lot of us are on this table. We alter our age. Of course, in Nigeria, they tell you to bring a birth certificate. But you know that if you just go over there and you sign an affidavit, you could claim to be whatever age that you say you want to be. And you now go and lie and say, at the time of birth, there was no registry in the place I was born to get this birth registered properly. So you are not swearing, you're not giving an affidavit to prove that this age is your real age. That same paper, you have like 5. You used one for this job, you used one for another job. In fact, right now, you don't even know your real age because you're confused. I know someone who, at death, the age on his poster, and his age mates were looking at it and say, how can this guy be this age? We are all age mates. I mean, he's senior by 5-6 years. But we'll know when they're born up. Now all of us there, yeah, they're born up. What of someone who gives out his daughter in marriage, a daughter that claims to be 25, and when he was giving out his daughter, he was claiming to be in his late 30s. That means he was underage when he gave birth to that daughter. But we all know that he got married. And in Nigeria, of course, we know the average age for a man to get married. You just lie. Do these small lies. Do they really matter? You see, many people do not see themselves as criminals when they do these things. They see themselves as people trying to survive in a tough system. Because the system is tough, the tougher survive. The tougher you are, the more you can survive that system. Right? But there's this uncomfortable truth about this whole thing. When many people bend the rules to survive, the system itself will start to break because it becomes a norm. So the big question is not just legal, it's about morals. It's about morals. So let me ask, when people break rules to survive, are they victims of a broken system? Or can we say they are contributors to why the system never improves? Think about this. Let me say it again. When people break rules to survive, are they victims of a broken system? Or are they contributors to why the system never improves? It's time for me to go close to you so you can join the conversation. Remember, you can watch us live right there on Facebook. We're at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You can join us and you can drop your comments there. We'll read them live on the show. You can send a message to us via WhatsApp 0809 030 6416. That is 0809 030 6416. So you can call live into the show so we can get your thoughts on what you think. Is there any situation where doing the wrong thing becomes understandable? Is there any situation where doing the wrong thing becomes understandable? That's the crux of this matter. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. You can send a WhatsApp message to 0809-030-6416. My name is Okey Onwugbonu, double O. Call us up. Let's get to hear what you think. 92.3, good morning to you. Is it morning? It's afternoon already. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Oh.
Good afternoon. What's your name, please?
Yes, it's Simple Justice calling from Ahoda.
Simple Justice, all the way from Mahoda. Good to have you join us. Good afternoon.
Yes, that question is logical. Very, very logical. You know, both of in as much as we know that it's not good to tell eyes, mostly on this stage, something and other things. But in a third world country like ours and all the situations we are passing through, I do think somebody will easily tell you the truth in order to this right or what. It's very, very rare. It's hard. In our professional situation now, nobody, if I know this is what I'm going to do or say to achieve what I want or to get my, I will go ahead and
so by doing that, will you say you're doing the right or the wrong thing?
I will know it's actually wrong.
It's wrong, but because it's what the system demands, it's okay.
Okay. It's a serious issue. It's not even this our radio. It's serious. And there are other situations. If you get a research or find out to get at, you see those who apply so many different types of life to achieve something.
Okay.
So that is the situation, okay? Honestly speaking, I will not lie to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Simple Justice, for calling. We have Joseph from Urumala. Joseph, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. K.
Welcome.
Thank you. You see, what you are saying, actually...
Joseph, your radio set is on. I have that hold back. It's not aiding our discussion.
I've turned it down.
All right, go ahead.
Are you hearing me clear now?
And with you, go ahead.
This thing you are saying now, my kind of person is natural the way, but it has made me not to do so many jobs, not to take up so many opportunities. Because I'm this side, I don't like, life on what I felt I should do to survive in life. And even in first places I've worked, because of that, most times if they are discussing or having meeting, I come in, they will say, why did man miss this meeting today? I will not tell them, I say, unfortunately, you people cannot stop me.
Are you still there?
I've had the opportunity to even join Nigeria Police Force. My uncle is a senior police officer. He gave me the form, and I'm a board certified. And he's telling me to put 25 years. I can't do that. He was like, my friend, nobody cares about that. It's just for you to... I said, Uncle, I can't do that. And I stopped it. The same thing with my age declaration. So most people doing this, just like you said, bend and get what you... As you are learning to get what you want, that is how the system itself bends. So in future, your own generation coming up might also go to meet that bend, this thing, this system. And then it will affect them. You will not start complaining. So that's the challenge we have in this part of the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We have Sam from Woji. Sam, good afternoon to you. Hello, Sam. Are you there? Hello. I would apologize for that, Sam. You can call us back if you can. The numbers to call 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0007. On WhatsApp, you can drop a message for us on 0809-030-6416, 0809-030-6416. Our discussion of this afternoon is centered on: is it wrong to break rules just to survive? And we're asking the question: is there any situation where doing the wrong thing becomes understandable? And all the way from Benue State, we have Simon. Simon, good afternoon to you.
Yes, good afternoon.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. You see this issue that I just raised. Let me say it has become part of the Nigerian system. I can tell you that 90% of people in federal government work.
90%. You did that. Did you carry out a survey? How do you know you have up to 90%?
Yes, God, I can tell you with confidence. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about here. Honestly, especially in military and paramilitary job opportunity. Visually, if you are there, you will see everybody, they either reduce their age or add to their age. In short, adding to their age is very minimal. Yeah, comparing to reduce. To reduce the age is quite minimal compared to adding of the age. You see someone at 40, he will tell you he's 25. He will shave, do everything, remove everything, just to make sure that he get the job.
Okay. So how has this affected the system?
Well, it didn't really affect the system per se, but the people doing it within themselves, they know that it is wrong. I think, for example, now in Nigerian police, it didn't affect the system. The work that can be done by a 40, 50 years old man, 25 years, a person can still do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
With a man in his 50s or probably above that has said he's in his 40s, will he be as strong as what he claims age-wise? Because he's getting old, and some strenuous activities that the police might carry out, he may not be fit for them.
Sir, 40 and 50 in Nigeria can do perfect job quality.
Besides the police, other areas in Nigeria where we have to lie or cheat to get things done, I would say is a Nigerian thing. Places where people have to pay money to get things done, lie on our CVs so you can get a job and all that. Is that not affecting the credibility of our entire system?
It's affecting the credibility of our entire system, but it doesn't really affect the job itself. Yes, it doesn't affect the job itself.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay.
But if you are like the last person that spoke, you say for him he cannot do it. You see, there are people that have conscience that no, this thing I can't just do it. I can't just reduce my age because of job. But to carry out the job itself, I don't think it affects it.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Simon, for calling. We do appreciate you calling into the show. To some people, when they find out that you were in a particular situation and you refuse to bend because of your own credibility, it seems like you're the fool. It seems like you're the fool. People that are on the side of this saying survival has no manual, they will tell you things like hunger doesn't wait for due process. When you're hungry, you don't wait for due process. You just need something. So if it means you have to do something small, as we look at it, oh, this is very small, very minute, let's just do it. It means you have to do it to get something, then you just do it. They also tell you things like the system is already unfair. The Nigerian system is unfair. So why do you have to be fair to that same system that is already unfair? You trying to be just in an unjust system, you end up losing out because you'll be shipped out. You will lose your chance. People are forced into these choices. They tell you it's not your making. That is what Nigeria has cost. That is why we are doing this. It's not our choice. On our own, we won't do it. But if you do it, you will lose. And they tell you things like, feeding your family comes before all these abstract rules or all this raicho that you want to do. Is it this raicho that will put food on the table for your family? To them, survival is not corruption. It's a necessity. When you do things that looks like it's bad, it's not bad as it is. It's just that it's necessary. But when you look at it realistically, someone would tell you that wrong is still wrong. If you want to look at it there are always two sides to a coin. The other side of the coin will maintain that wrong is still wrong. Small compromises build a corrupt society. The corruption obviously started with little compromise and eventually got so big. If everyone bends these rules, trust will completely disappear. Today's small lie will become tomorrow's big fraud. It starts from doing small thing, just small thing. You just lie about a small figure, maybe 1,000 naira, maybe 2,000, maybe 5,000. Tomorrow you find yourself where you have to lie about 1,000,000 naira. It started small. It grows with time. Hardship doesn't automatically make something right. Because there is hardship and you decide to do something wrong because of hardship, automatically wrong doesn't turn to right. Bad doesn't turn to good. To these people on the other side of the coin, they will tell you that to them, survival explains the action but doesn't excuse it. If you have to lie, if you have to be qualified for something by lying, by being an age cheat, if you have to lie to do it, it doesn't excuse your action. It only gives an explanation to what you've done. That's just it. That's why I'm asking this question. When people break rules to survive, are they victims of a broken system? Or can we say you are now a contributor to why the system never improves? Think about this. It's not logic. It's not, how do I put it? It's not law. It's ethics. It's good or bad. I remember in my secondary school, I was in Calabar. And then after one under 17 World Cup, a goalkeeper that had a wife and 3 children, he played for Nigeria during the under 17 World Cup. And during that World Cup, they said he was 13 years. The whole world saw that he was 13. But people who knew him knows that this man has a wife and 3 children. At 13? There's an explanation. Okay, that's what everybody does. But does that make what he did right? We'll be back to round off with this discussion in a bit. Let's go for a break. Stay with us. It's 92.3 Nigeria Info.